big win for the Buffs, of course. 41-27 this past or last night. We do the recap. Shedeur Sanders did his thing, leading the team with 291 passing yards, completing 30 of 43 passes, accounting for 4 total touchdowns, 3 passing and 1 rushing. Well, he definitely did his Shedeur pose. Shout out to Travis Hunter, who had 9 catches, 99 yards, and the touchdown, and also played spectacular on defense. I got a clip of him getting the pick that was called back for an offsides penalty, but nonetheless, it was just an amazing play that he made. And we're going to talk about his Heisman odds also. Highlights from the game from your point of view, Uncle Neely.
Yeah, I'm gonna start at the beginning, man. I think that we had a slow start on offense, a slow start on defense as well. Defense was out there first. One of the things I think led up to that, Chico, when you get your rah-rah speech, your pep talk speech from the head coach, and you come down that tunnel and get ready to go out, you're ready to go play right then. And there was some miscommunication between the officials and our staff, and we had about an 8-minute wait, in the tunnel, before we came out there. And I think that led to some of the flatness, or certainly didn't help. But here's when I knew for a fact that we were in control of this game, even though we were down on the scoreboard. When they had a uncharacteristic of us advantage on our kickoff and came down the field and scored, and then in those next 2 possessions when our offense was flat, when our defense, one of the top defenses in the nation, held them to just 2 field goals, when they weren't able to be up 21-0 and they were just up, 13-0, you knew then all Shedeur and Travis got to do connect to somebody on this offense, whether it's Wester, whether it's Shepard. Once we get on the scoreboard, you're back in the game. You stay in the game, you get the ball back first after halftime. So shout out to our defense. And I talked to Coach Prime about that at halftime. I thought the defense in that first half, and damn well in the second half, what they always do. I think the defense in that first quarter was able to keep the ship afloat. That's something that didn't happen, last year when something would go wrong in one category, the wheels would come off in another, and then it would just escalate. This year's team is built to complement each other. When we have games where we play complementary football, we just kick butt all game. But the other benefit is when we have a lapse somewhere, like Mate had a bad game, as far as his standards goes. But you look at what the defense was able to do, even when Texas Tech had the ball at an advantage, on the kickoff, and so forth and so on, man. When you look at that game in its totality, and you look at the freshmen that were playing in that game, what Jordan Seaton was able to do, you look at what Cash Cleveland, Cash rules everything around me, get the money,
get the money.
Cash Cleveland balled out, man. You look at what the folks who stepped in due to injuries, and that defensive line were able to do. Even when it looked like they were mounting some kind of comeback at the end, you just knew that dude to dude, scheme to scheme, Colorado had the upper hand all night long.